Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Project Ozone 3. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode, we got started with mechanism stuffs. I really haven't done much since then. I went through, got a bunch of pieces and parts together for what we're going to be needing and using today. I have 10 some wheat seeds. We're going to need that today. We got a lot of stuff to get done today. Going to be a lot of work. Well, a lot of work for me, a lot of watching for you all. We've got some more cows that spawned over here. We've got a destabilized redstone, tree oil, frozen water, liquid nitrogen. I don't know if we need any of those. So we're going to kind of let those go for a minute, and then I'll kill them and get their mob chunks if I can get some mob chunks from them. So, but today we're going to work on setting up power. We got a lot of stuff to do. We're going to be making liquid ethylene. Well, not ethylene, but the gas ethylene. And in order to make it, we've got to make a PRC. PRC, pressurized reaction chamber. We use the biofuel that we make in the crusher to make substrate with hydrogen and water. Hydrogen we get from electrolytic separator from using just water. It gives us hydrogen, gives us oxygen. Oxygen we're just going to store for now. We don't really have a use for it. We're going to have a use for it. But also the substrate is what we use. I didn't know that was a... that gives you more. Oxygen we can use with the substrate, and liquid ethylene to make the HDPE pellets. So, this is how we're going to be doing all this. We're going to be making gas ethylene, the gas version of the ethylene, which we get from the pressurized reactor chamber. Alright, so we got a few machines to make. First machine we need to make... Well, let's just look at the machines we need to make. We need a PRC. Pressurized reaction chamber. We need to make another enrichment chamber. We need to make a dynamic tank. Pretty easy stuff to make. Everything is stuff that we've got. Gas tank. Good. We're going to need a few gas tanks because we're going to need some for this. And then we're going to need some of these to store our extra gas. Alright, never fails. As soon as I start recording, somebody calls. So we need to make pressurized reactor chamber. Easy stuff to do. We're also going to need an electrolytic separator. Need the core, just osmium dust, gold grit, crushed iron, crushed gold, whichever. We're going to need that. We're going to need to make, we looked at the tanks. So, yeah, that should get us through most of our quest here. We got to make the rotary concentrator. We don't need that right now. And then the gas burning generator. Let's go ahead and look at that. I'll go ahead and get that made, and then we'll just set everything up. Gas burning generator is 2 steel casings, another core, and osmium and stuff like that. So really not that hard of stuff to do, just stuff that I've got to make. So let me get it made, and then I will be back. Alright, we're back. Should be just about ready here to get this all going. So we need to set this side to output. Let's turn this around. That's not taking it out. There we go. Now it's going in there. We've got ethylene, and this thing is full of power. 8,000 RF. Not necessarily a bunch just yet, but it will burn at a pretty good rate once we get the option of having a place to store it, which is next on our list. First off, let's discuss all this. So we've got 10-10-10 wheat seeds growing here. Going in here, we probably, right now we don't need to make it any more than what it is. That grew pretty quick. Sludge I'm not necessarily worried about. That doesn't really slow down the plant gatherer at all. So this is full. We've got this going in here making the biofuel. We've got biofuel being put into a drawer or into a barrel. All this is done just to kind of keep a backlog. That way we don't necessarily run out of anything in particular real quick. So, but then we got the biofuel going into the PRC. And then we come back here. We've got electrolytic separator. This is separating water, hydrogen, oxygen. Hydrogen's going in here, making the ethylene and making the substrate. Couldn't get it out of any other. I'm going to have to do some work with some cabling underneath here. This is such a mess. But we are getting substrate. Like I said, with the substrate, we can actually make PRC with it when we get to that point. But we got just the infinite water source. It's pumping water to the PRC and it's pumping water into the electrolytic separator. I've got a elite gas tank back here. This will hold 256,000 oxygen, and then after that I've got it set to dump excess. I've got it set to dump excess in here also, and then everything comes over here and we get our ethylene. So our next bit of business is we need to get this power into some kind of storage. This storage is great for running all this, but we're going to need some other storage. So the question is, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to work on storage from mechanism. These we can make pretty easy to make. And well, I say they're pretty easy. It takes steel casings. We're going to need energy tablets. We're going to need a lot of stuff to make these. We've got all the circuits. We've got everything else that we need. We've got to make basic energy cubes, which no, actually we don't need to make very many of those. Trying to remember. I think it's the induction cell that is what stores the power, and the induction is how fast it transfers the power. And we're also going to need to make, like I said, we got a bunch of stuff to make. We need to make these quantum entanglement porters, which are these right here. This is how we're going to be transferring all of our power. We need to make these teleportation cores. Pretty easy stuff. Let's go get diamonds. We don't have a whole lot of. Need gold and lapis. Those two items are easy. There's diamonds right there. Don't need to use all of our diamonds because we're going to need some of them for other stuff. So, teleportation core. None of them will be fine. And to make that, we need the ultimate controls, which I've got no room for. We just need 2 of those. Actually, we're going to go ahead and make 2 of these while we're at it. And we're going to need the refined obsidian that we made last episode that I have no clue what I did with. We got 1 of them. I need to make some more of those. Did I not make? I thought I was making 4 of those. Or is that something that I forgot to do? 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. We need osmium, which I've got on me. Osmium Compressor. It should be this one. And this should give us our 4 that we need for that. I can make some seeds right quick and get all the refined that we need. God, that's expensive. Alright, so let me clean out my inventory. Let me get the seeds made and get some more refined obsidian, and I will be right back. Alright, I believe we've got everything together to make 2 of these. We do. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So one of these should have a green. And now I got to remember how to do this. So let's set this to power. Side config, we want energy. It's got input on all sides. So that's getting power. This is making power. We are making 8,000 RF a tick. Not necessarily that bad. So we want to set one of these up here. That wasn't good. We're actually going to have to set 2 of these up. And let's set these all to, to output. And we want to set this to input. So now this should keep this thing really full, really good. Oh yeah. So our little bitty power storage is a go. So this is all great and well. This will all do really good. This is going to keep up with everything pretty good. Our biggest issue we've got right now is power storage, which is what I want to work on next. So for power storage, we're going to need these induction casings. We already talked about this. We're going to need a bunch of energy tablets. This thing can be made in several different sizes. We're probably not going to go crazy with the size just yet, but we'll do what we can. We're going to need induction ports, which is the elite controllers and induction casings. Like I said, I've already gone over all that. We are going to need these basic induction cells, which these are what tells us how much we can store inside of it. Each tier, we've got 400 million RF, 3.2 billion RF, 25.6. We can add as many of these as we want to it. And then we've got the Induction Provider. I believe all we need is at least one of these, and that will let us know how much we can transfer in and out. We've got 25.6, 204, 1.63, and 13.1. So we will probably go with like the tier 2. So yeah, I've got to make all these energy cells. I've got a lot of stuff to make. And the other thing that we've got to do is make lithium dust, which is kind of an issue. We have not found lithium, I do believe, just yet. I don't remember seeing it here. That's osmium dust. Yeah, we have not found lithium. And if we look up lithium, we can get it in this chemical crystallizer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have a lithium cow over there. So as soon as nighttime's over with, we're going to hop over there, get him. I thought I had... Oh, we can get rid of him. I'm not worried about... We've got our flight totem. I was going to make the angel ring, but we don't have a quest for it. We have no reason for it. So, but anyways, let's get to nighttime. I'm going to go ahead and go back through here and complete the quests that we've got that we can do. And then I'll be back. Alright, daytime has come. Let's go see if I am remembering correctly. If not, we're in trouble. Every so often I come over here and there's no slime. Liquid glowstone, blazing pyrotheum, energized glowstone, liquid lithium. That is what we want. Alright, so we need a way to milk this thing. We can make a rancher. Pretty easy to make. We can do... There is an item from Actually Additions. I do believe also that we can use. Alright, I think we're just going to go with the rancher. One thing I have noticed. We have not been able to complete the quest for the quantum entanglement port. I don't know why it's not going off. We'll wait. I think there's an issue with this quest. I'm not sure what it is, but I've made 3 of them now, and I've placed it down and picked it up. I have thrown it down, all the above, and still have yet to get it to work. So I don't really have a spot over here for this. For now, until I can get an animal area set up, which we are going to do. I got a lot of building that I need to do. Let's put that down. Let's get some of this going on. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We're going to use our quantum entangler porter. Let's set that. We want to set our energy to output. That should be getting power. No. Now we're getting power. We put this guy in here. He should get milked. He has. Alright, so now we need a drum. Think I've got one laying around here somewhere. Stone drum will work, because we're going to be using it as we get it, so we don't need a big backup. I need fluid conduit. Item, fluid. Extract always active, and we're getting lithium. That is liquid lithium. So we need regular lithium in order to do this. So we need to make a rotary concentrator, which is the other part of our quest line that we needed to do anyways. So this is another gas tank, a basic fluid tank, a energy tablet that we need to make a bunch of anyways, and some glass. Alright. Got some of the stuff made here. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. So there is our energy tablet. We need 2 of these. And boom, there is our rotary concentrator. So this should allow us to take liquid lithium out and put it in here. Okay, let's switch sides. There we go. So we do need to get some power over here. I think I've still got enough cables. I do. I guess with that now too, I don't need this. We can put that up there, and we can just run power from the cable. And that'll be getting power. So now this should be making lithium. Beautiful. Alright, so next up, we need one more piece for this, and that is the chemical crystallizer. This one right here. So we need 2 more gas tanks, another steel casing. We should have everything that we need for this. So for those, for plastic, I've got osmium on me. Alright, so steel casing, check. Gas tanks, check. 2 more of those. 2 of these. And boom. We've got the chemical crystallizer. So we are going to need gas pipe. And do I have any more of those left? Yes. So that'll go in there. This will make lithium dust as soon as we give it some power. Actually, I probably could have done that without using the tube, but we're going to use it. And this will start making lithium dust for us. So now this is going to be a process that's going to take a little while to get through. So I'm going to let this all run, and I'll set all this up off camera. I'll have to look about that. But with that, we have got a whole lot more power going on. This thing was generating 8,000 RF a tick, and we're not even close to touching that. At least until we get everything set up. We're going to need probably a stack of lithium dust before we're going to be able to do anything else. So with that, that's all I got for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.